CMMC stands for Cybersecurity Maturity Model Certification. The reason why it's become really, really important over the last couple of years, it's a newer concept in the cybersecurity world, is that the government has adopted this as their overarching framework and has a lot of different frameworks that are involved in it. But this is the way that they are able to categorize and judge where you're at your maturity level or your journey through cybersecurity. And they have specific requirements depending on what kind of data that you're dealing with. Obviously, most notably, DoD here in October is making sure the language is in all the new contracts that you have to have a certain level of CMMC, whether it's level 1, 2, or 3 compliance to be able to apply for the contracts or be rewarded the contracts. Now, obviously, with everything in the government, there's varying degrees of enforcement to certain things, and so who only knows how that's going to turn out. But the language that's being used is that it's going to be required in all DoD contracts and in government contracts, I believe, in 2028. So keep in mind, this goes back to something that we repeat in a lot of these conversations is it's all about starting somewhere. And so that's really the government is taking that stance as well, is that it's taken some time to get business owners to this level. And now they're saying, okay, here's a really easy path. And I think that's why CMC has been really important, is that it makes it the barrier of entry into having, frankly, best practices in place for your organization to protect the data that the government is giving you. So keep in mind, the data that you're dealing with is the government's, and they want you to secure your environment to protect their data. And that's the whole general understanding of what's going on. It's going to be interesting because there's not a lot of people that have gone through this process. Now, I think, obviously DoD contractors that are dealing with, some very, very sensitive information have these controls in place already. I think where we're going to see most of the shift is in level 2 and level 1 compliance, because it's not just, hey, you're dealing with, blueprints for a Army helicopter. It's going all the way down to just some contract information, right? Anything that can be used as a potential lever for accessing information, they're trying to protect that as well.